don't mess with the samurai. The samurai fight for the people. Hello everyone, and welcome to Shin Megami Tensei 4's First Impressions. My. When very intriguing title, obviously. Of course, I do have to bear mention, and I will probably make a separate video on this, on the sad news that Atlas is officially being sold off. But I'll leave the video for that to talk about that. So, on the Bell news, obviously, I have a pre-launch, the original launch version, which comes in a very nice tall box for comparison's sake to the normal cases. You can see it's that big, and the reason it's that big is the additional contents, which of course aren't simply the game. And let's take a look at this. That is simply is that like the most spoilerific image there? I mean, honestly, once you meet these people, you're just like, yeah, I think you just kind of already told me. The only real cheap thing I don't like about this box is when you get it, you got this here, but it's just a piece of paper glued on the back. It is just basically a little more additional information that's on the back of the normal games case, so, So, of course, you get a music CD like you usually do with a lot of Atlas games in America. But, of course, the bigger thing here is you get a, art book / guidebook thing here. And it has all kinds of information, including demon charts and fusion, and what appears to be a pretty small guide through the game. And the beginning here shows off some artwork of the characters and such. It has some concept art in that, sketches. So it is pretty nice and delightful, in my opinion. Sorry if I'm kind of blocking now. You get some nice pictures, a lot of stuff around. This is a very nice book. It's pretty nicely thick. Again, if you want comparison to like the DS case itself, it's pretty much about as thick as one. Let's see. Does it have a page count on here? 176 pages. That's a pretty good sized book there, I tell you. Of course, I haven't looked too well into it. And then, of course, the normal case. Now, it has a Nintendo code. Here, you can still... Oh, no, you can't, because I already used it. Also, I'm not sure when this video will come out, but if it's not the end of August, if you wish for this in Fire Emblem Awakening before the end of August, or maybe on the day of August, or, well, somewhere around there. But if it's the next month after August, you pretty much lose out. You can get $33 for the 3DS eShop. The 3DS eShop. Not the Wii or the Wii U, just the 3DS eShop. Which is a pretty nice deal. You get 2 new awesome games and a free $30 to spend on whatever games you want, and those games you get will give you more Club Nintendo points. So, it's a win-win-win-win. But there is no booklet manual in the American version. Interestingly, though, the game does have a manual in the game. I have to check this out with a few other games, but apparently there are digital manuals similar to the virtual console games. There is a manual in the home button when this game is activated, and you can go through a digital manual. So I have looked at this game's digital manual. It's pretty good, So on to the main point. So I am going to talk about the story, but like most cases, I'm going to actually save that for the end. It took me a pretty lengthy 2 hours to get to a pretty interesting point and idea to ensure I got at least a basic concept of things. I'm sure there's more stuff, especially with the app system, which we'll get in that. So, the setting is kind of medieval, which is a bit odd since a lot of the other main series take place more in the modern day setting. This is a very medieval day, and there's an organization called Samurai who basically protect the castle, that. You and your friend basically go and try to do this test thing that get recruited into samurai, and you get the digital gauntlet thing that appears so often in the series that allows you to control the demons and such. Uh, this is the first thing that's really on. I'll go more into that in the story segment. But basically, you become a samurai, and you're on the more greater cause of the samurai. Why normal people just consider samurais protectors and that. There was a greater evil afoot. Demons lurk below, and the samurai fight to keep them down now. Yes, demons are down below, and you can recruit them with your gauntlet. So, again, the Pokemon escapades are going. As far as I can tell, there are no other human controllable characters, which is pretty usual for the main series. There are guest characters, which will be human, as far as I've seen so far, but your main party will be you and your demons. Now, of course, let's first talk about the content outside of combat. Moving around town and that is pretty much like most other titles where you have map and you select stuff and that. It's not really much of very interactive, I'm going to run around stuff. So that pretty much stays like most of the old titles. The dungeon crawling has received an upgrade. Now, I've played all the main series, and obviously, the old ones and Strange Journey stick to a very first-person style, but Nocturne, the third title in the main series, which doesn't have its 3 in America, but it is the third entry in the series in Japan, so it's third one. It was the first title in the main series to jump into a third person, but this didn't make a huge change. The third person is still in for the fourth title, but there were more changes afoot. One of the changes is a little more interaction with the environment. You can now crawl and climb, and I think they're alright, but they kind of seem like just a dash of busy work a little, because your gauntlet basically scans things when you get near them. You'll see like a circle and covers the area, and basically once you go in, your gauntlet will scan it, and basically it'll be like it's up, it's down, it's interactive, it's a door or something. And what I find weird is I could understand if you just, hit A and you just climb or go under or that, but you actually have to use the plus pad to look up or down to climb or go in. And when you're running away from an enemy that's chasing you, and you just happen to try and time it really quick so you can go down in, you might just get back-tacked instead. Now, and of course with that, enemies are visual now. Unlike previous titles, more going towards like the Persona series, the newer ones, enemies have a visual icon, so you can avoid or get force strike on, which again is another new improvement. You can now do a attack to get a force strike. Again, an element that became more in the Persona. And again, in combat, more elements from Persona have shown up. And I do want to comment that this has always started a huge debate. I was kind of concerned because with the Japanese version, some people were saying that the game seemed easier, and it seems to be a debate right now. Persona 3 certainly did introduce a lot of concepts that introduced efficiency and easiness, but I think Persona 3 didn't do so horrible. Persona 4 Golden, though, might have gone a little far and going a little too easy, maybe. But more Persona elements have jumped into the main series. Of course, weaknesses have always existed in the series, but there's never been, like, extra turns and such, really. Well, actually, wait. Were there extra turns in Nocturne? Actually, I can't remember now. It's been so long. Nocturne, I never finished Nocturne. I actually never got really far in Nocturne. I then never got time to invest into that one. at the time, and it just kind of fell on the wayside. Actually, I can't remember. I might be a little off. If they did exist, um, they might have been in Nocturne, but I don't remember them being in Nocturne. So, um, you do get extra turns. You can get up to 4 extra turns for hitting weaknesses or criticals. Another completely new thing also is doing these will give you this smoke status, which increases your critical hit rate your next turn, and apparently also makes you capable of dodging attacks until it goes away. It'll go away that killer's next turn. So, it's another reason to encourage using weaknesses. Let's see, any other things? Like normal, you converse with demons and be like, hey, you want to join? Why should I join you? To kill things. Well, I hate you. I'm going to kill you now. So, you still get all those delightfully weird conversations with demons. But on the personalities fast, or you're screwed. Money has equivalently suffered the modern day RPG syndrome. Which by that I mean that most monsters won't drop money. From what I see, bosses are the only thing that will drop money, or very special encounters. Pretty much aside from that, random battles do not drop money. So, you will either rely on items, or doing quest turn-ins, or a few special things, like you can beg for money from demons, which is weird, but you can actually do that. Which leads into apps. The whole main series is always about like digital and computers and stuff, because the first game was all around the guy basically made digital demons and they fucking got loose and the apocalypse happened and shit went down. They've really updated the kind of digital stuff with tablets, interface, computer AI, and things. The Gauntlet itself has an interface, and it has a built-in computer AI that talks to you and that, and basically all the same way. It has a voice chat, visual chat. It has apps in it like modern phones and that. And the apps are very interesting. They allow a lot of interesting customization to... So far as I can see, boss fights only award app points, and app points are used to learn apps. Different apps have different effects. Some of them allow you to have easier time getting demons to join you. There's one that allows you to regenerate mana from walking. There's one that allows you to converse with demons who don't speak English, like slimes that have always been notorious for gibberish. You can't recruit them right off the bat. You have to get the app that allows you to actually communicate with them. There's a lot of different apps that affect a lot of different things, like your ability slots. There are apps, additional apps and things. There's a lot of apps. And you have if you only get them from bosses, that means you have a limited choice of what to spend your app points on. So that allows a lot of interesting different customization through your playthrough. Which, that's an interesting idea. So far as I can see, there's no real shortcuts or escaping out of the dungeon, which seems a little odd. I would hope as I get deeper there'll be... I've only got to the 4th floor of the main dungeon. There was a whole like side quest thing that was away from the dungeon where the demons are. It was like a whole side story thing. But, and we'll get that into the story segment, obviously. Most of the demons seem basically pretty similar to like Persona standards, really. I mean, you got a lot of usual demons in that. And I see some new ones that I might not seen before, but then again, it varies on title to title. The fusion system took some elements from Persona 4 Golden. Persona 4 Golden on the PSP Vita introduced where when you fuse, you no longer have to like just constantly cancel and go back in and hope for randomized skills to be how you want. Just like Golden has introduced, you can now select the exact skills you want and fuse away. So that is much simpler. Skill cards do not exist. So there was just the customization fusion. You still have the book to restore your demons in, so you can repurchase them and that and update them in case you want to fuse it and then rebuy it. They can also involve. There's a reward for keeping a demon for so long. Demons can also evolve into new forms, so that's also very nice. Items and everything pretty much work the same. A very interesting element that I'm liking with equipment is since of course in on the field outside of combat you can see your character. The game introduced allowing you to visually see your gear, which is very nice. Currently, I look like a red outfitted armor with Salier's helmet. So praise the sun, demons! Born! Okay, sorry, I had to do that. But a lot of weapons also seem to have a lot of interesting abilities. Like currently I'm using a spear, which is kind of taking the risk of getting, it has a chance of hitting 1 through 3 times, but its damage is a little less. Like there's some swords that have more damage, but they're only 1 hit, so it's kind of a risk thing. And the spear thing can multi-hit, but it's not guaranteed to multi-hit. It could poke one enemy all 3 times, or poke one. It can do a lot of different things, so it's kind of a risk weapon. I liked a lot of the customization with the armor. That's very nice. They also, basically, certain sets have different color designs. From what I can tell, the body, though, is the most important part, though, because it changes your strengths and weaknesses to elements. So the body is incredibly important to keep in mind. Everything else seems to be minor. I only have 1 accessory. I think I forgot to check if you can only have 1 or 2 accessories. Crap, I didn't check. Crap. Damn it! Aside from that, I wouldn't say there's too much brand spanking new as far as I can see in combat. Mostly the story seems to focus on the dungeon town, aside from little side excursion that happened recently in my playthrough. Let's see. There's a quest system, similar to like the Odyssey series, where you pick up quests and get extra money prizes and that. And one of the quests unlocked a new weapon in the blacksmith. I don't think all items will be working like that, because like the blacksmith got a whole bunch of new armor. And it wasn't compared to a quest, so I think they're kind of mixing it. Well, progression gets new stuff, and certain quests will unlock certain things. So, kind of a nice mix there. There was the main storyline quests, obviously, and then there's a whole shitload of side quests. And then there's a little DLC side quests, a few free and some purchase. So, obviously, you can pick up the free ones on the eShop if you want. Or, I think you can do it on the main menu for the game, too, actually, now I think about it. Though, I haven't actually done that yet, but I heard there were a few free quests, so... Of course, if they're free, I don't really know why they did just put them in the game, but... Marketing ploy to get online. Okay, So, to get more to the story impressions, where to start? So basically, like I said, you're now part of this group of samurai who are fighting demons in this hellhole that's actually in the middle of like town. Basically, it's like in the base of the samurai, and basically everyone else like demons or fairy tales and shit. Um, there was a interesting. I don't know if they're like different races or just a cultural bounding, but they're all basically two civilizations. They're either races or just cultures. And basically, one is the little belittled poor people, and one's the higher up snobs and that of royalty and that. So, the main character, one of the other main characters who becomes a samurai you meet, and your best friend who you start the game with, all from this little civil poor little town culture. And then the other two characters you meet who become samurai are part of the high culture. And there's a third one of them you meet that's also a snob that's like, oh, you be a little bit. But basically, you get through a bunch of training shit, and shit starts hitting the fan really quickly as a demon makes a domain in the little hellhole dungeon. Basically kidnaps the ignorant samurai who thinks you all be little puppets, and shit starts hitting the fan even more after you rescue him. During the quest to rescue him, you meet a guy in a wheelchair. A modern wheelchair. And, this is again, like I said way back about the Gauntlet, this is a medieval kind of setting with samurai, and they have these metallic smart computer shit attaching to your hands. And then you meet a old guy in a wheelchair. I want to say this up right. This is just a theory, and it's solely based on something in the first game. And where are you, first game? That's the second one. No. Where's the first one? There we go. But in the first game. And I think there's going to be a real conspiracy about the world the characters are in. This guy in the wheelchair is the name of the dude who made the original program. Now, Atlas has stated that the world may not really be the same world, but of course that could be taken two different ways. The world reincarnates pretty much at the end of each of the main series games. I don't know about Strange Journey. So that leads to believe that, or they will fall to that's not part of the cycle of the reincarnations of the world, or that is a new reincarnation in that cycle. I mean, a lot of people took it as it's not part of the series at all anymore, storyline, but some people have also brought that up. There's a lot of recurring elements that seem very interesting to me. Like, for example, the on-screen icons of the enemies are digital looking. Why? Why is everything so digital? When it scans the dungeon, digital. Like, there's all this whole digital shit in this, like, medieval thing. It's, like, really odd. But anyway, you meet the old guy. He's basically offers to heal you. And you meet a little girl who's creepy, and he basically tells you she's taken an interest in you, and you'll probably surely meet her again. You kill the demon, save the crazy idiot who's basically a racist bastard, and like I said, shit hits the fan. Your hometown is going in flames at night, so all the samurai go rushing to save people, and the Black Samurai appears. The Black Samurai is spreading literature, which, here's another thing I find weird. Nobody knows what literature is. You don't know what learning is? You don't know what, literature from school? I find it weird that everyone in your party is like, what's literature? This literature. It's like, what? I mean, I know, in medieval times, high royal up snobs would, obviously not let low people learn and weed stuff and shit and let them learn, keep them stupid, keep them under control. But, I mean, even the people of their cultural race that are on your side don't even know what it is. So it's like, the hell. And basically, several people in your hometown was given books by the Black Samurai that taught literature and made them demons. The hell? Also, like I said, I didn't want to really mention it outright. But obviously, like I said, the cover seems to hint something. Chaos Law. Chaos Law. You get it? You get a lot of these weird daydreamy things. I've went through like 5 of them. And I think the game, in a similar way to the first game, is really making Law and Chaos both bad endings. Now, if it goes like Nocturne, where there's like an additional ending that has nothing to do with Chaos Neutral or Law, that's a possibility too. I don't know anything about the endings. It's guaranteed to be 3, because there's always been at least 3 in every single of the main series, and maybe a few additional. Nocturne had an additional one that was a little bizarre. Well, this is full of spoilers. This is a Nocturne spoiler. You have been warned. One of the endings in Nocturne is that everything just returned to normal. Everything, the whole game just didn't happen. Everyone's alive. The world did not reincarnate. Everyone's alive. That's one of the endings in Nocturne. And it has nothing to do with neutral, law, or chaos. So whether there's going to be an ending like that, I don't know. But it really seems like Law is going to be ignorant, and Chaos is going to be, well, chaos. So, that's the kind of idea I'm getting from these dreams and the characters' personalities. Not that they're bad people, but they seem to be representing that for your alignment. So choose your conversations carefully, young Skywalker. But as for neutral, I don't know. Like I said, I think there's something really fishy about the world these characters are in. Because nobody knows what literature is. Like, they have books, they have manga. Like, the female character was reading manga. It's like, I don't know. It's like the world they're in is like a test tube of the Matrix and samurai medievalness. I don't know. It's really weird. But those are just some of my ideas about it. The story so far seems very perplexing. Also, there's a weird, bizarre, like the Black Samurai, the armor she is wearing, has a helmet that looks like the helmet from the suit in Strange Journey. And Strange Journey is supposed to be considered part of the main series, just kind of a spin-off thing, because it doesn't have a number, but shares the main title series. Like Persona and that don't have the Shin Megami Tensei name in Japan. They just do that in America to try and, advertise them better that way. But I'm really curious of the story's involvement with past games, possibly. Because there has been conflict whether they are or not. Even though Atlas has stated hintly that it doesn't, but in another way, if you twist the words right, it could be taken that there is. So, yeah. Overall, the game has left a very impressing... actually, I forgot one more thing, actually. And actually, this might be a good time, because I guess it could be kind of a spoiler, because I never really saw it coming. When you die, there's no game over started. Actually, you go to the River of Nyx, if you never heard of that. It's, I don't remember which, I think, was it Aztecs that the River of Nyx was from? I don't know, I'm probably completely wrong. River of Nyx is a river of the dead, where the dead go down there. And you basically get sent there, and there's millions of souls there. And the guy's like, yeah, I have way too much work here, and I'm pretty sure you don't want to be in the line. So let's just get real here. You want to live again, right? And I don't want you to be in this line. And, I wouldn't really be doing my job if I, let you go. So, but even in the afterlife, money talks. So how about I just charge you this, and you go back to living, and, yoink, and there we go. All goody good. So, money speaks, and he'll even give you a tab. I've only died once, and I was able to pay it off, so I'm not sure how the tab works exactly. But he said he will give you a tab. He will also accept play coins, which are the coins you earn from having your 3DS in sleep mode and walking around. And you get more of those coins. I'm finding interesting, Alice seems to be the only fucking person doing anything with play coins. Soul hackers, you can use them for new demons. You can use them to get back to fucking life. I don't think I've seen any fucking game make any use of the play coin. So, good job, Atlas, for doing something that Nintendo threw out there for developers to fucking do something with. Thank you. I'm liking your ideas with play coins. They're very nice. Sadly, I'm probably going to save them for Soul Hackers, because I don't really think it's as useful in 4, but hey. Anywho, my first questions, I'm very enjoying it. I am enjoying it very much. Story is really getting bizarre. I'm really digging it. I want to know more. But the dungeons, I don't think it's going to be so easy as some people think. It seems pretty tough. There's no shortcut so far. So like I said, you have to go in and out all the way. So you have to be careful with your resources. And, full surprises on the enemy side is almost lethal, because the enemies can also get the smokes and the extra turns and shit. So you can't really afford having an enemy get a full strike on you. It is pretty lethal. I can't tell you how dangerously low I've died a few times trying to just quickly one past shit. You're a lot better off trying to get the full strike and then just run away or something if you really don't want to go through the whole battle sequence. Because their full strike could be the end of your life. Really bad. Oh, and also, if the main character dies, it's not instant game over. I bet some people from the Persona series will like that information. So anyway, it's a very good impression. Go buy the fucking game now! And get Fire Emblem Awakening and get that free $30 eShop money. Why not? It's there. What? So anyway, I really like the first impressions. If you can get this version that has the book, I highly recommend it. It looks like a pretty decent helping guidebook that doesn't really spoil. I mean, it shows some bosses in there, but it does. I read the first few pages, and it doesn't like seem to really talk much about the plot, so it seems to be a pretty spoil-free, aside from, seeing images of something, which, well, yeah, I guess seeing Tokyo there was kind of spoiler, but whatever. If you watch this, you already forfeited your right to spoilers, so bleh. But yeah, if you can get this, I recommend it. It's a pretty nice book, has a lot, and I mean, it even has charts and stuff, fusion and stuff, so it has useful information in it. And I mean, the online information is still very lacking, so it's pretty good, helpful. But you better get why they're still around, because after this point's gone, all you can get is the normal game. So I highly recommend it. I'm really enjoying it, and I don't think it's going to disappoint to the standards of the series. While they keep tweaking things to be a little more fast stream, I think overall they're still keeping a lot of challenge, and there is a difficulty option to make it easier or harder. I do not know how to make it harder. I always know how you make it easier, though. Someone said if you die twice, you'll actually be given a easy mode option. What was it? Devil May Cry, where if you died multiple times, you got the option to go to easy mode? There was something where if you died multiple times, but, and there's supposed to be hard mode. I don't know if you have to beat the game or do something else to get that unlocked. But, yeah, there's a lot of options that, so, if you find it still a little lacking, you can always change it. If you find it too hard still, you can make it easier. If you find it too easy, there's a way to make it harder. I just don't know it yet. So, I recommend it. Go buy it. I can't stop blabbing it because it's so fun and mysterious. Who the fuck is the fucking black side? Okay. Anyway, until next time, everyone, enjoy your creepy-ass personas and demons. Next time.